I've been thinking a lot about Nostalrius recently. This is a free vanilla World of Warcraft private server that is going to be shut down. There has been quite a lot of controversy and debate about this, so rather than throwing my own opinion into the pool, I'd like to instead back off a little bit and offer some advice that will hopefully help you the next time you find yourself debating a point or confronted by an argumentative player. Unfortunately, short of never speaking to anyone, which I don't recommend, there's no way to avoid seeing or partaking in the occasional argument. So, let's say you find yourself in a situation involving opinions. This is remarkably common, and can range from anything from a quick discussion to an all-out argument, and it's often difficult to realise when one becomes the other. I mean, all you really have to do is look at the MMO Champion or World of Warcraft forums to see opinion everywhere. Of course, the main problem here is that Blizzard is an entity being pulled in millions of different directions by millions of different players. There's nothing they can do to appease everyone. Let's put it like this. Let's say you find yourself in a situation involving opinions and someone is irritated or angry. It could be yourself, it could be someone else. The topic could be a recent community controversy, it could be about a raid's handling of mechanics, it could be about scheduling, it could be anything at all. What can be done in situations like this? What kind of approach would I suggest? Let me start by saying that if you feel angry, take a moment to calm yourself. Anger is almost always a bad thing. Being unable to empathize with others doesn't make any points you want to make any more valid. Step away from your monitor for a couple of minutes, take some time to calm down, and try to get a little bit of distance, even if that distance is just a few feet from your monitor. It's easy to get angry when you feel like you're right and someone else doesn't understand or accept it, or they're just wrong. And exploding at them won't solve anything. Next, and this is often something that a lot of people, myself included, struggle with, try to empathize with other people. It can be remarkably difficult to do this, and I don't really have a trick to make it easy, so I would simply suggest trying to imagine yourself in other people's situations. Try to see things from their perspective to the best of your capability. You may find yourself understanding them and their point a little bit better. Really, that's what this video is about. Trying to understand others. Understanding breeds more understanding. It can be difficult, though, to fight past your own thoughts and biases. So let's try a sort of practical example. The next time that you're in a situation involving opinions, regardless of whether or not it's an argument, you just hear an opinion and you find yourself involved, assume that your opinion is incorrect, and that someone else's opinion is the correct one. Now, of course, whether or not you actually believe this is irrelevant. Just give it a go. The point of this isn't to try to change your opinion about something, it's about trying to understand someone else's opinion. The act of trying to understand someone else will help a lot. Even if you find yourself scratching your head or being unable to understand, the point is that you tried. Continue trying. Form your own opinions about things, yes, be it a controversy, a tactic for your raid team, or anything else, but do your best to understand others. I say this because, in my humble opinion, the best way to disagree with someone is to start by agreeing with them. I've taken courses in sociology, debates, and religious studies in my time, and all of them have suggested this. The best way to disagree with someone is by agreeing with them. If you accept someone's point as valid, and then make a counter-argument, if you understand where they are coming from before you disagree, then they are much more likely to understand your perspective and be willing to have a proper conversation about a topic, rather than just arguing. Consider this. Let's say the two of us are having a conversation. We are discussing a topic. Let's say you want Blizzard to open up vanilla World of Warcraft servers. And I say, no, you're wrong, that will never happen. It's rather rude. You would probably dislike it. I would dislike it if you said something similar to me, as would anyone else. Instead, let's say you posited that Blizzard should open up World of Warcraft vanilla private servers, and I said, yeah, that would be cool. There are a lot of cool aspects of vanilla that aren't really around today. But Blizzard has stated that it's not really going to be worth it for them monetarily, The server costs and the resources required would probably take away from their ability to work on new content. That is a proper debate, and I doubt you would be very angry at me simply because of the way that I stated it. I disagree with you both times. However, I started by understanding. I started by empathizing with you. I would suggest never, ever calling someone flat out wrong. Even if they are objectively wrong, like not understanding how a specific mechanic works on a fight, start by understanding them. Start by empathizing with them. Then, explain things. Explain your opinion. Explain your point of view. Naturally, this won't always work, and sometimes if someone is unwilling to be civil about something, the best course of action is to just let them do their thing and leave them be. Some people don't want to have discussions about topics. Some people just want to be angry, and make other people around them angry as well. Again, try to understand why, but if they are unwilling to listen to you or are trying to hurt you, never be afraid of just ignoring them. Once again, this is a game. Passion is great, but all of this is for fun at the end of the day. Do your best to remember that, and don't let angry, thoughtless, or nasty people stop you from enjoying World of Warcraft.